So, you want to learn about electricity? Great! Excellent! Fantastic decision that definitely won't end with you accidentally turning yourself into a Pop-Tart. See, electricity is basically angry pixels running through metal at the speed of, oh god, oh no, and if you don't understand the basic, you're going to have a bad time. Today, we're learning the Holy Trinity of electronic voltage, current, and resistance. These three things are always working together, and understanding them is the difference between building cool stuff and becoming a cautionary tale. Let's start with the one that sounds the scariest. Voltage is pressure. It's the electrical oomph, the desire of electrons to go somewhere. Think of it like this. Imagine a water tower. The taller the tower, the more pressure pushes that water down. 120 volts? That's a pretty tall tower. 10,000 volts? That's a tower so tall you can see it from space. The voltage is how badly the electricity wants to move. But here's the thing, voltage alone doesn't do much. You can have 10,000 volts stored in a balloon from rubbing it on your head, and all it does is make your hair stand up. Annoying? Yes. Deadly? No. Because voltage is just potential. It's the setup, not the punchline. So if voltage isn't the killer, what is? I'm so glad you asked, because it's time to talk about current. Measured in amps, short for amperes, but we're not fancy here. If voltage is the pressure, current is the actual flow. It's how many electrons are stampeding through a wire per second. And this is what actually ruins your day. You've heard of the phrase volts short but amps kill. And it's true. A high voltage low current shock? That's like getting hit with a tiny, very fast pebble. Hurts, but you live. But high current? Even at lower voltage, that's a grand piano falling on your head. It doesn't matter if it's moving slow, it's a piano. Just 0.1 amps across your heart can stop it. Your body is basically a meat resistor. And when current flows through it, bad things happen. This is why you should be way more scared of the current than the voltage. But here's the plot twist. You can't have current without voltage. They're like a toxic couple that refuses to break up. Which brings us to resistance, measured in ohms. This is the universe's way of saying, slow down, buddy. Resistance is anything that makes it harder for current to flow. Thin wires, high resistance. Thick wires, low resistance. And when electrons are forced through high resistance, they get mad. And when electrons get mad, they turn into heat. This is why your phone charger gets warm, and why space heaters work, and why your house hasn't burned down yet. Hopefully. Every material has resistance. Copper, super low, great for wires. Rubber, super high, great for not dying. Your body, somewhere in the middle, which is why you're not supposed to be part of the circuit. So now we've got all three ingredients. Voltage pushes, current flows, resistance squeezes. But how do they actually work together? There's this beautiful, elegant equation called Ohm's law. It goes V equals I times R. Voltage equals current times resistance. This means if you increase the voltage, the current goes up, unless you also increase the resistance, which brings it back down. It's like a cosmic balancing act. Let's say you've got a 9-volt battery and a light bulb with 10 ohms of resistance. Using our magic formula, 9 volts divided by 10 ohms equals 0.9 amps of current. That's enough to light the bulb, but not enough to make it explode or set your house on fire. It's the Goldilocks zone. But if you lower the resistance, say by using a piece of wire instead of a light bulb, suddenly that 9-volt battery is pushing way more current than it should. The wire heats up, the battery dies, and you've learned a valuable lesson about not shorting circuits. Congrats. So there you have it. The Holy Trinity. Voltage is the push, current is the flow, resistance is the squeeze. And together, they explain literally everything in electronics. Next time, we're gonna talk about resistors, those little colored thingies that make sure your circuits don't commit arson. Until then, don't lick batteries, don't stick forks in outlets, and for the love of all that is holy, turn the power off before you touch anything. Peace out, nerds.